Today I want to talk about Portland and the Portland metro area, and specifically why people move here and why so many people end up staying. I've lived in Portland over 35 years, and I always joke that I'm the only true Oregonian you'll ever meet because I actually was born here and have lived here all of my life. If you've been thinking about moving to Portland and you're not totally sure, you're not alone. A lot of people are drawn to it for one reason or another, but they then discover that it's something else that really keeps them and makes it feel like home. I'll just start by saying this. I generally love where I live, and it's not a vacation version of living a place. One of the biggest reasons that people move here is proximity. And I know that word gets used a lot, but I don't think people really understand what it means until they live it. When you live in Portland, you're 1 hour to the Oregon coast. You're 1 hour to Mount Hood for year-round skiing and snowboarding, and you're about an hour to the Gorge for hiking, world-class windsurfing, and some of the best food and wineries in the Pacific Northwest. You're also 1 hour to wine country, McMinnville, Dayton, Carlton, and all the fabulous vineyards there. So within an hour, you can get to so many different areas and even so many different microclimates. It's almost always sunnier in Hood River than it is in Portland because it's a little bit more of that high desert climate. And that proximity is not just a marketing line, that's actually just day-to-day life here. The Oregon coast is so close that you don't have to plan ahead. It doesn't have to be a big weekend trip. You can just say, let's go tomorrow, and you can go escape to the beach, let the dogs run around, have a fabulous bowl of clam chowder, and really just refresh and revitalize yourself. I was just telling somebody, no one's upset at the beach. You always smile when you walk on the Oregon coast. It's beautiful. And the Oregon coast is very different than what people picture. It's not flashy or resort heavy. It's rugged, moody, and dramatic. People go year round. Storm watching in the winter, long walks in the spring, cooler summers where you don't feel packed in. It's less about beach towels and more about space and perspective. Then you have Mount Hood, skiing and snowboarding in the winter. Well, not this winter, not much snow this winter, but generally skiing and snowboarding, camping in the summer, and it's close enough that people don't wait for a vacation. We just decide to go up for an afternoon, a day, take the paddle boards and go kayaking. It's easy, 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 and it's just simply beautiful. And the Gorge might be one of the most underrated parts of living in the Pacific Northwest. If you know me at all, you know that Hood River is definitely my happy place. I love getting there, I love escaping there, walking around downtown, getting a cup of coffee, eating amazing food, and watching all the windsurfers. It's my perfect Sunday afternoon activity. And it's even fun in the winter because you're even closer to Mount Hood. It's easy popping over for a day of skiing. So escaping just 1 hour to the Gorge is just a fabulous place to go. And the hiking in the Gorge, you just can't beat it. It's world-class, fabulous, amazing hiking. And you can do really hard technical hiking, or you can just do like easy strolls to a waterfall with the kids and the dogs. So it has a little bit for absolutely everybody. What really sets Portland apart is that all of this exists while still living in an actual city. You're not choosing between access to nature and culture. You can actually get both. We have a big international airport. We have theater and plays and music events and sporting events. It's a big city inside a very, very pretty location. Even in our city, nature is everywhere. Forest Park, rivers, trails, green spaces woven right into neighborhoods. I joke with my clients all the time that when you ask to live close to a park, I can ignore you because there are parks everywhere in Portland. You can go for a walk after work and you can feel like you've left town without ever even getting in your car. That has a huge impact on people over time. Nature here isn't just an event, it's a part of our daily life. Another big reason that people move here is the neighborhood culture. Portland is not one big experience. It's a collection of neighborhoods, each with its own personality, pace, and feel. People choose neighborhoods based on how they actually live. Walkability matters. Local coffee shops, restaurants, parks, routines matter. People really live in their neighborhoods here. It's not just where you sleep. It's really your way of life. Food is also a big part of Portland, but not in a flashy way. It's thoughtful. We have incredible restaurants, from high-end dining to food carts that turn into brick and mortar spots. Some of the best food I've ever had is right in my backyard. The food cart culture is real and it supports a lot of small creative businesses. You can eat extremely well here without it feeling exclusive or pretentious. We just went to Con for the first time. I hadn't been able to get in there unless it was 4 p.m. or 9 p.m. and I don't stay up that late. It was an amazing experience for a high-end dining experience. But we also just went and sat at the Mississippi food carts and had some of the best dumplings I've ever had. It's the nice thing about Portland is you can really do it at all price points and all sorts of different vibes. And yes, the city's a little weird. It's fun, it's funky, people are comfortable being themselves. You can wear jeans almost anywhere, including places you probably wouldn't in other cities. Sometimes I think maybe you shouldn't even do that in Portland. But Portland honors individuality. We respect people being different, and it's okay to be different. It's okay to be you. And other people will accept you being you because they're them being them. Sometimes that's great, sometimes it's funny, but overall there's a lot less pressure to perform here. The pace of life is another big factor. Portland is slower, but not sleepy. It attracts people who care about quality of life, creativity, and balance. The average commute for a person in Portland is 20 minutes. 20 minutes isn't very long, right? I can't imagine commuting 2 hours, 3 hours like people in Southern California do. Portlanders value our time, and we don't want to just be sitting in a car driving to and from work. People tend to be intentional about how they spend their time. There's less emphasis on status and more emphasis on doing good things that actually feel good. Now, it's important to say this. Portland is not for everyone. It rains. The weather is real. And if you need constant sunshine or high energy, nonstop fun, this city might not be your place. And like any city, it has challenges. It's not perfect. But for the people it works for, it really works. Most people who move here stay because they realize they don't have to choose between a city life and outdoor life. They don't have to plan big escapes to feel grounded, and they don't have to rush through their days. If you've been thinking about Portland at all, the best thing that you can do is come experience it with the right lens. Not just the highlights, but the neighborhoods, the pace, and how it actually feels to live here. And if you want help figuring out where you'd fit, what areas align with your lifestyle, or just want an honest conversation about whether Portland makes sense for you, reach out. I'm always happy to help. I love talking to people and introducing them to new neighborhoods that maybe they've never been to or they didn't know about, and watching them just fall in love. Portland is a fabulous place to explore, and for the right people, it's also a fabulous place to live. Reach out, give me a call if you have any questions, and if you like this, subscribe, save, comment, do all the things.